I want you to think about something. You've been working for 35 years. You're 60 years old. You're tired. And you think, okay, maybe it's time. So you open your retirement account. The number you need to retire comfortably at 60 and never run out of money before you die is $1,800,000. That's not rich. That's just not broke at 85. The average American at 60 has $185,000 saved. That's not a typo. $185,000 against a target of 1.8 million. The math doesn't lie. People do. Let's start with the basic question nobody actually answers clearly. How much do you need to retire? Not retire rich, not retire on a yacht. Just stop working, pay your bills, not panic every month. How much? The standard answer from financial planners is the 4% rule. The 4% rule says take your total retirement savings, withdraw 4% per year, and statistically, your money will last 30 years without running out. Which sounds great until you do the math backwards. If you want $72,000 a year to live on, which is roughly the median U.S. household income, you need $1,800,000 saved. To get $60,000 a year, $1,500,000. To get $50,000 a year, which is tight but survivable in most of the country, $1,250,000. These are not luxury numbers. This is just don't run out of money before you die math. Now here's where it gets complicated. If you retire at 60, you have a problem the 4% rule wasn't designed for. Medicare doesn't start until age 65. Social Security full benefits don't kick in until 67. Which means if you retire at 60, you have a 5 to 7 year gap where you're paying for health insurance out of pocket and getting zero Social Security. The average health insurance premium for a 60-year-old on the open market in 2026, $800 to $1,200 per month, per person. So the retirement number for someone retiring at 60 isn't $1,800,000. It's closer to $2,200,000 to $2,500,000 for one person. Let's talk about where people actually are. The average retirement savings by age 60 in the US is $185,000. The median, meaning half of all 60-year-olds have less than this, is $87,000. $87,000 against a target of $2,200,000. That's a gap of $2,113,000. If that number doesn't make you sit in silence for a moment, I don't know what will. Now, why is the gap so enormous? 3 reasons. Reason 1, people start too late. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 25 at 8% average return, you have $1,745,000 at 65. Start at 35? $680,000. Start at 45? $226,000. Same money, same return. 40 years of difference in outcome because of when you started. The most expensive financial mistake most people make isn't a bad investment. It's waiting. Every decade you delay costs you roughly 60% of your final retirement value. Not 10%, not 20%, 60%. 8%. Gone. Because you waited. Reason 2, people underestimate how long they'll live. In 1960, the average American lived to 70. Today, it's 79 and rising. If you retire at 60 and live to 90, your money needs to last 30 years. Most retirement calculators plan for 20. That 10-year gap is the difference between dying with dignity and dying broke. That 10-year gap is the difference between dying with dignity and dying broke. Reason 3, inflation. $1,000 in 2000 buys you $560 worth of goods today. Inflation cut your purchasing power nearly in half in 25 years, which means the retirement number you calculated 5 years ago is already wrong. You need more than you think every single year. So we have a gap, a massive, uncomfortable, real gap. The question is, what do you actually do about it? Here's where I want to be honest with you. There is no magic. There is no secret. There are really only 4 levers you can pull, and most people ignore 3 of them. Lever 1, save more. Now. If you're 45 and have $100,000 saved, you need to save roughly $2,500 per month for the next 20 years at 8% return to hit $1.8 million by 65. That's aggressive, but it's possible if you know that's the target. Most people don't know their number. They have a vague sense that more is better, but no specific target. A goal without a number isn't a goal. It's a wish. Calculate your number. Today. Not someday. Today. Lever 2. Work longer, but smarter.
Retiring at 60 versus 65 isn't just 5 more years of income.
It's 5 fewer years of withdrawals, 5 more years of compound growth, and higher Social Security benefits. Going from 60 to 65 can add $400,000 to $700,000 to your retirement outcome without saving a single extra dollar. Every year you delay Social Security past 62 increases your monthly benefit by approximately 8%. That's a guaranteed 8% return on waiting. Better than most investments. If you can work until 67 or 70, the lifetime income difference is staggering. Lever 3, reduce what you need. This one is underrated. If you can reduce your monthly expenses from $6,000 to $4,500, your retirement target drops from $1,800,000 to $1,350,000. That's $450,000 less you need to save. Geographic arbitrage, moving to a lower-cost area, is one of the most powerful retirement tools nobody talks about. Lever 4, create income that doesn't require your savings. Dividends, rental income, part-time work you actually enjoy. If you can generate even $1,500 a month from sources outside your retirement account, your required savings drop by $450,000. None of these are complicated. All of them require starting now. Let's bring this home. Here's the honest truth about retiring at 60 in 2026. Most people can't. Not because they're failures, but because nobody gave them the math early enough. The system isn't designed to tell you your number. It's designed to sell you products. The number is real. The gap is real. But so is compound interest. And it works just as powerfully for you as against you, depending on when you start. 3 things to take away right now. 1.
Calculate your retirement number. Use the 4% rule backwards. Decide what monthly income you need, multiply by 25. That's your target. Write it down.
2. Check your gap. Open your retirement account right now. Subtract what you have from what you need. That number, however uncomfortable, is your actual financial situation.
A known gap is a problem you can plan for. 3. Pull at least one lever this week. Not someday, this week. Increase your contribution by 1%. Research your Social Security options. Look at your monthly expenses with fresh eyes. The math doesn't lie. People do. If this changed how you think about money, subscribe. Because this is the kind of math that actually changes how you live. Next week, we're asking the question that terrifies people in their 30s even more than retirement. Who can actually afford to buy a house in 2026? Spoiler, the answer involves a down payment number that will make you genuinely reconsider everything. See you there.